This is a reading for the Emperor. This is also a reading for the Divine Masculine, because when the Emperor card comes out, I see that as the Divine Masculine. Not only that, it's come out with the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm looking at a Divine Masculine in his power. An Emperor who is bossing up in his career. A powerful man. A very, very powerful man who is pursuing the life of his dreams. I want to say well done. I want to say congratulations first and foremost. It's like there's a reason to celebrate. There's accomplishment in the air. It's a beautiful energy to come straight into a reading and feel alive. Today I'm doing the readings and my energy set up. The setup in the environment so powerful and strong. From reading to reading that I go to today, whoosh, I feel so involved in the cards. I could be sitting on the desk as a little character in the cards themselves. That's how beautiful the energy is today. So much vision, so much stream, so much prophecy. And that's what's coming through more than ever in your reading. So I feel like I'm connecting with a real powerful sage, worshipper. Maybe some people call you a religious nut. You could be Christian. We accept all faiths and religions over here. We embrace religion and spirituality. I see that not only are you a powerful man in love, in a powerful relationship dynamic, you may have a new home, you may have a new business, franchise, corporation, new lease on a loft space. Lots of things going on in your life. You're really, really powering forward. More importantly, I want to speak about the connections you're currently making in your life at this time. I also want to speak about Horus with you. Never have I looked at the Emperor card and seen Horus staring back at me. I want to speak about classical conditioning as well. Stay with me. There's a lot we're going to cover here. Yeah? I want to talk about this new life and this relationship and this achievement, this celebration that you've had. We're going to dive into that. But we're also going to dive into your spirit guide, who appears to be Horus at this time, and your understanding of classical conditioning, the bell that rings and tells you what to do. What is the bell in your life? If you know about Pavlov's experiment about classical conditioning, which shows you how we can manipulate the consciousness of anyone to do what we want at the ring of a bell, you just put the stimuli and the habit in front of a person over and over again. Noise, reward. You can manipulate someone very easily to... The easiest way to explain this, in the most embarrassing way that the world works in relation to psyops, is: do you want some money? You want to go on holiday? You want a nice life? You want to eat food? You want gas and electric? You want a warm house? You want to sleep on a mattress and a bed? Would you like a TV? You need to work here. You need a gross salary. You need to work at least 9 to 5. You need to work 40 hours a week. Have you not got enough money? Do you want to work more hours? Do you want to give more of your time and energy and life over to us? There you go. Yeah? The controls in life that control what you do. Would you like to be an influencer on social media? Would you like to follow the algorithm's rules? Would you like to use these hashtags we provide? Would you like to put this kind of content out even though it's not really who you are? Would you like that? You know? And I'm talking in my baby voice because I used to work in early years for years and study development. So I know about these processes in the mind. And you're using that in your power. You are using telepathy, intelligence, psyop, classical conditioning, manipulation, not as a way to disturb humanity or stir humanity, but align to your destiny. Yeah? You're using truth and wisdom, power and integrity, drive and conviction, purpose and inner knowing. That's what you're doing. You're understanding the world that's working around you and the clock that's ticking every day, and you're putting yourself perfectly in line with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in your life are really significant at this time. It looks like these 5 people have a big deal. This could be money. You could be dealing money and having a contract, people on a board, a team, an oath, the chair of a committee, like you're sitting on a new board, just sitting as the CEO or the chair of something. Really, really important, yeah? Let's dive in. Firstly, I don't want to forget everything we're talking about, so let me grab all the cards and then we'll go. Firstly, let's dive in the Horus. Okay, take time with that Horus energy. There's a lot to discuss. We're going to do Horus last, is what I just got. Relationships we're going to do first, and then also that these connections that are around you we're going to do. Actually, we're going to do the connections first because that relationship's just sitting there, and there's so many cards that want to come out about these connections. I'm going to do a story. There we go. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with a cold cutting bitch. Gonna be honest, that's my cold cutting bitch card. Okay, here we go. First things first, you're moving away from a cold cutting bitch. Queen of Wands energy, so could have been Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This connection that you was in was lacking emotional fulfillment, and you weren't opening up. The bell in your hands in this card, it shows me you was in a relationship that was emasculating, or you felt emasculated, or you felt like you couldn't show your emotions, or you felt like you had to have strength in a way that was unrealistic. You know, standards in a relationship. This feels quite, what's the word? Placebo effect. Whatever was going on in your past relationship, it was a placebo effect. It was a way for you to, I want to say, test drive yourself, test drive a situation. Sounds really quite harsh, right? But you gave your heart to this woman, Queen of Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but any sign. A beautiful, powerful woman, could be maybe a stay-at-home mum, gardener, worshipper, but it's more of an airy fairy energy in regards to I look fabulous, I look great. It's about looking great. So you've kind of picked up a woman who's a bit more like a stay-at-home mum, wag, materialism, handbags, healthy, kind of living, confidence is at the front, acceptance and sacral is more at the back. But this relationship, when you first met, you could have met over drinks, you could have met at a bar, you could have met at a bar is what I get. Not so much a cocktail party, but it was like a bar, open invitation. You met through everyone that was there, and there could have been an awkward situation with this person, and then you kind of push through it. I'm seeing loads of spiders. I don't know why. They're scared of spiders. That's confirmation for any of you. Or sometimes when spiders come up, I get the idea of hairy legs. When you first met, it was an awkward situation. What I get in my head is, you know, when everyone else couples up in the room and you were the two left just there, and you thought, fine, let's try, we'll go for it. That's how I get it in my head. You were kind of forced into kind of being with each other because everyone else had coupled off. It wasn't quite a dating experience, I get, but it turned into everyone in the room had partners except for you. So you partnered up and you kind of just spent the time together. And that led to a commitment. That felt like wish fulfillment. That was a manifestation that you manifested. Both of you manifested this. But the thing is, it came to an end with the Death card, and you both went off on your independence because this turned the Emperor into a really cold masculine. Because what did I say about that feminine energy? This is the first time you really had a real relationship like that, and I think you've come out of that realizing that there's a lot of work you have to do on yourself, because there was a part of your identity that was mixed up with what it meant to be feminine, what it meant to be emasculated, what it meant to be a powerful man. This was before you were a man. Yeah? You hadn't grown up yet is what I get. You've been working really hard to grow up and deal with your emotions. This woman also wasn't grown up. She didn't deal with her emotions either because she was just confident on the surface, but that wasn't the case. She had a lot of emotions that weren't really spoken about. There was a lack of grounding. She's now moving off towards Queen of Pentacles energy where she's getting into her power. She's going into hermit mode. But there's been a tower moment because now the King of Pentacles has come out. I'm looking at a king and queen in hermit mode and a tower moment because actually There's something from the past here. Let's keep going. I wasn't expecting this. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles have brand new beginnings. Brand new beginnings. Oh, away from each other. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. This is so fascinating. I've never seen anything like this before. The Queen of Pentacles is moving forward with the passion that she had mastered in the relationship with you, Queen of Wands. Now she's picked up the Queen of Pentacles and she's learning how to master that. The King of Cups that came out over here, also the King of Pentacles, is now moving towards his true suit, Ace of Pentacles. You are aligned to who you're meant to be now, and you're moving in that direction. The feminine that you was with is now moving also to her destined path, her direction, the Ace of Wands. For some reason, she became the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles before she made it to her new beginning, the Ace of Wands, which means she really was unsure of who she was. Yeah? So you was with a feminine who was in Queen of Wands energy, but without the emotions and without the money. And you was with the emotions, but without the ability to materialize it and without the ability to really manifest a healthy relationship, because in the relationship you are all missing different components, and the components that you need now are still different, because this Queen of Wands has finally found herself and has gone off to master her emotions and her independence. Yeah, that's why I said stay at home wife. I saw this woman with the sunflowers, and that reminds me of my nan and her life a little bit. She wasn't stay at home, she worked all the time, but she really made a prosperous life for herself because of her independence. And that's what I kind of got coming off that card. But it was a younger version before that happened. So maybe you've divorced this person. You and this person have had to go through divorce, and they've gone off to find themselves and find their passion in life, find their real confidence. This feminine had a real level of fake confidence, and you had a real level of fake emotion, to be honest. Because you had the emotion, you had the emotional depth, but you never practiced what you preach. You never used it, because both of you didn't communicate with the communication card. You couldn't manifest healthy communication in your relationship. You had to go independent and start manifesting healthy communication for real. And this person had to go away and manifest healthy confidence for real. Wow, right? But what's really thrown me, because then I looked at your future quickly just to see how it linked in, and then I've seen LinkedIn could be significant with you as well in business at this time. Have you updated your LinkedIn? Do you have LinkedIn? Would you benefit from having a LinkedIn account or updating it? Just throwing that out there. Now, I'm looking at you as the boss and this new life, this new family, this new relationship, this new upgrade in career, all these people that are around you, right? Remember I said there was these 5 people around you? That ended up being just one woman. Maybe you broke up with this woman 5 times. Maybe you got 5 kids with this woman. Maybe you've cycled around in a relationship 5 times with this person. Maybe you've had 5 lifetimes before this, past lives with this person. 5 different karmic cycles, 5 major arguments, 5 massive incidents, the 5 major change. This person caused major change in your life when you met and when it ended. 5, 5, 5. Major, major, major. I thought that was 5 people in your life. This person has taken up the proximity of 5 other people in your life. Now this person's out of the way. 5 new people can come into your life. That's how much energy this person held. The vibration of 5. There's 5 things you could have done. 5 changes you could have made in your life, but you couldn't because of this energy. Not bad, not toxic, part of the journey. Both of you, this was a major karmic life lesson that you went through. You needed it. But right now, let's get back to business, shall we? Because the 10 of Pentacles is out here with the Knight of Wands and with the 4 of Cups. It shows me that something's gone on here. Let me dive in. 7 of Pentacles, straight away. Look, see, I can see when there are problems on the rise. You are there and you are powerful. But the 10 of Cups is someone, your Ten of Pentacles, someone wants to rush towards you. But you're running off to build something brand new that you're not talking about. You have Ten of Pentacles. That is clear. You have just left a relationship or been working on yourself independently after this relationship. Communication, very significant here. Moving forward in this story as well. Learn the lessons in this relationship. See how it impacts other relationships you have. You've let go of the conflict that was burdening you. You are now rushing into a new beginning for yourself and running away from the devil, toxic energy, the lies and deceit. You're building off the back of Three of Swords. Give me a second. It wasn't easy for you to get this Ten of Pentacles and this new house and this new life and these new people that are surrounding you now and this healing. You want to ride off towards this new beginning. This is a person, an objective, a land, house. You might want to buy land. You might want to buy something cheap but prosperous. Does that make sense? Cheap but prosperous. I see something that's cheap but prosperous. You might want to gift someone something that's really, really cheap and not worth a lot of money, but it's worth a lot of heart. I think that's a good idea, okay? I see you changing in major ways because I see the Empress card here. I've refused to talk about whether or not that is your counterpart or if you're rushing towards a female yet. So I apologize. But that's because I'm not clear on that, because the Seven of Swords is here with the Devil. And it shows me, more importantly, before I can even tap into this feminine vibration and whether or not you're riding towards her. You're riding towards your wish fulfillment, but she's underneath you nonetheless. And in that pursuit, there have been a lot of people running towards you with Seven of Swords and the Devil energy. There's also been the Devil on the back of this Empress. Not only that, you are building in the dark, and you've closed other people out that have given you Three of Swords energy. So you're building off the back of Three of Swords in the dark. What cards are needed? Let me try and make sense of that, right? Firstly, the Empress needs to wait because I need to deal with the Seven of Swords and the Devil that was here, okay? Yeah. The moon's out. Of course the moon's out. What have I just been saying? You could be out of the way. You could have not given out your new address, not given out your new number, not been on social media, pulled away from loads and loads of people. Because the truth of the matter is people have been coming at you heavy. Maybe your ex or whoever that was in the relationship's been coming at you heavy. There could be legal situations and obligations. You've gone into hermit mode to balance out this life. You were juggling a lot in life. Juggling a lot in life. You want to celebrate and move forward, right? You're dealing with a lot of stuff in the dark. Yeah? Okay, you're using online and research and the web to do whatever else you're doing, right? Because you want to really bring an end to this indecision, this choice. I'm looking at the death of a new beginning. This is so comprehensive. The Empress is coming out with death, new beginning, and there's Ten of Swords. Okay, so you're in the dark and you're pulling away and you're dealing with this in the dark and you're building again after Three of Swords. On the back of Three of Swords is because that's the only way to go up. We have to go up every single suit. Three of Swords is where you were left at after the heartbreak in this other relationship. So you've slowly had to build again. You're building from Four of Cups, which is being on the sidelines, out of the way, dealing with your emotions, fixing things, but something is being offered to you. But there's Three of Swords. You want to move really slowly in this. There's an Empress that I thought was going to be a new beginning for you, and I said, let's wait and see. And the Death cards come out. Yeah, so there's still a lot of heavy energy around this Empress because the Devil as well. Not only that, the Ten of Swords is right next to the Death card and the Empress and the conflict. So it looks like that this Empress has been caught up in the middle of all of this mess. Like, I'm looking at an Empress who is in line with you, right? But passionately, you're moving towards your life. This Empress is sitting face on with the conflict. She's dealing with the issue face on, and the Devil's on her back. Death to the Empress. The Empress has died and been born again. What the hell? This reading is... woo! The Empress has been born and died again. The Fool card just came out. In my head, I said, give me clarity on this Empress. I don't understand why the Devil's on her back and why she is staring face on at this conflict. You're riding towards your Ten of Pentacles. She's staring at all of the conflict that was... in your real life and that you've been dealing with whilst you've been healing from this, and she's just taken a risk. She's in Nine of Swords at this time. She is holding on to Four of Pentacles and manifesting through that, through a lot of confusion in the mind because of a really cold King of Swords and Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I'm looking at an Emperor who has gone ghost, left an Empress behind, left a community behind, left a life behind. When I think about this Empress, I keep seeing female, and I keep drawing to the masculine. But in my head, there's also a part of me that wants to go, this is an offering, this is business, this is career, this is a professional, this is more than just a relationship of a woman that you've been seeing or dating that you've ghosted. It's too big for that. There's some other layer to it. There's more to this story than this just being a Ten of Pentacles, because there's no way that an Empress, this could be a judicator, a legislator, a lawyer, a confidant kind of person, right? A therapist. There's either way, this female, the Empress is representing your feminine side, your new beginning. A part of you and your essence and your soul is attached over here to this Empress. Serious things for me to say. You're tied and tethered to this Empress in some way. Significant. This Empress could be a sister. Mad. There's kinship and connection, because there's no way anyone and just any old Empress. Remember, in the suits of these decks, Emperor and Empress are counterparts. They come out together. The Emperor's at the top taking care of his internal, and the feminine is staring at face on with the Devil, basically. She's dealing with the conflict, the Five of Wands, and then her back. The Devil is on her back. And it's not even it's a problem. You've blocked the Devil out of your reality, and the Devil's on her back, but the Devil can't touch her. Because actually, the Death card is on top of her, but in a way that the Death card and the Grim Reaper is actually chopping the Devil. So this Empress is powerful. She's like a judicator, a lawyer, a litigator, someone firing on all cylinders. Oh, the vision in my head is load the cannons, and it's like, I love Pirates of the Caribbean and what's his name? Captain Jack Sparrow. So I see all the cannons being full and gunpowder loading up, and this person's just letting out the cannons after one another. Take them on! Destroy the Devil! That's what I'm getting in my head. A really powerful player. This could be a... Oh, if you've got like child support, this person is the mediator. This person's sorting out your child support. This person is the mediator between your baby mother and your visiting rights when you go to this is like social services. This could be someone who's giving you rights to your child. This is someone powerful who's changing your life and your reality and being a mediator between light and dark, hell and heaven, right? More than that, this person is the compass that is making sure you're on the right trajectory towards the Ten of Pentacles, yeah? This person is the loading the cannons. This person is the captain of the ship, right? For a window of time. While you are not being the Emperor, this person's on the ship, running the show, right? Powerful, powerful move. I love that for females. Hell fucking yeah. That's what we represent over here, you know?
But this person is in a lot of energy. They've taken a major risk, a lot of worry in their head, but they're backed by your Nine of Wands. So whatever not even resistance, whatever boundaries you've put up, you've set the stage. You've put the flags in the ground. You've marked the territory. You've already set up the stage and the podiums. And now I'm getting visions of Trump's assassination in my head. The setup, the layup, the layout. Yeah. But the layup is significant, yeah? You've given this person a layup, in my opinion. So this person knows exactly what to do. So their Nine of Swords isn't really Nine of Swords because you're meeting their Nine of Swords with Nine of Wands. So that transmutes that. There's management here, right? This is what makes me get profession with it. Four of Pentacles with that. This person's still holding on to everything they've got and they're manifesting using this technique. Powerful shadow work. I manifest through the darkness, turn it into light, transmute that shit. Power, fucking power. And this is not even spiritual, or not a single Hierophant or High Priestess card out. So it doesn't even suggest that this is spiritually related. It suggests it's business related, life related, material world shit. Not only that, Seven of Cups is out, and all these thoughts in the head, you're manifesting through a lot of or this person's manifesting through a lot of emotional confusion. But the King of Swords energy that's also here has forced this person to just overflow with emotions, which is a driving force to manifest, which is leading them to the Wheel of Fortune straight away. And remember, this is the story about your Ten of Pentacles. Your story of Ten of Pentacles is ending with the Wheel of Fortune. Straight away, all the trauma, all the bullshit just gets transmuted again. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever stance or position you've taken, hear this out. When you're a manager and you're a CEO and you're a boss right at the top of the chain, you just send out orders and you get it done. And you just watch from your position and you just let people do what they have to do. You don't need to get involved. You don't need to do it. You just let them do it, right? That's what a real CEO or boss person does. They let other people do the hard work. They delegate. They manage it. They oversee. They watch from the top floor. They watch from the tower, right? And that's kind of what's gone on here. But so in business, yeah, it's weird because sometimes you have to get dirty, and some people have the dirty jobs and some people have the clean jobs. Yeah, like someone has to fire the staff. Someone has to kick people up the arse. Someone has to resolve issues in the business, in life, someone has to do the yin and yang. Do you get it? Like, it's because I can't ground this to one specific thing because it's so broad, but yin and yang. The yin and yang energy is absolutely aligned because you're taking on a specific stance. This person's taking on a specific stance. Everything in your life as a result of it is taking on that same stance. And the power of it is resulting in destiny. Because the Empress is still sitting here at a lower level. You're at the top. The way the cards are spread out are fascinating because this was an accident, right? And you're at the top. It's you at the top in hermit mode, dealing with your life, balancing things out. Then there's all of your life underneath that. So this is layers of like a consciousness pyramid kind of spread. Because underneath that, your life in the immediate and the lies and the bullshit, all the stuff you've gone on. After that, all the stuff on the floor, on the ground, the movable pieces, is where the Empress is playing chess live to resolve all of this bullshit. And then underneath that layer again is the transmutation, the cleaning of all the undertow, the unconsciousness of it that is getting destroyed and ridded out because the Empress is managing it. So this may not make any sense to you, but you are managing the top down and the Empress is managing the bottom up. It's the greatest thing I've ever processed mentally in my mind at this time. The Emperor is running a top-down philosophy, and the Empress is running a bottom-up philosophy. You're at the opposite ends of the spectrum on the scale. She is destroying the darker sides of the situation, really stuck in on the ground, right? I've been watching a lot of horror movies. I'm really sorry for this. But this is really rude because this energy is so good, but I'm crazy, so just stay with me, right? But like, it's really, I feel rude to say this. Spirituality has taken a very different stance in my life. Just be considerate, okay, guys? Don't judge me, please. Hit like, subscribe. This empress that is in your reality who is managing this shit on the floor, you know, one of those are really... You know, one of those, this is so me as well, that's why I'm so deranged and disturbed. But you know, one of those horror movies where someone's bones crack and they're like, well, their bones and fingers are cracking, and this character just looks up and their body's in a spider shape and they're crawling all over the floor and they're chasing everyone around. It's really disturbed, but I say that in the most powerful, uplifting way, because as creepy as that sounds, that means this person is mastering devil energy, shadow energy, dark energy, seven of swords, betrayal, deceit, and this person is like a bot, a spider, a robot, a character from The Strain, if you've seen The Strain, where their tongue comes out, and this person will just destroy, seek and destroy, insta-kill. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, this is a real boss bitch in business. This is someone who takes no shit, and this is someone who deals with stuff from the lower level up. This is someone who has a very different scope and perspective of scaling in business, scaling financially. This person knows a lot of stuff you don't. Suggest that as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as an emperor at the top of the chain, you have a very different scope. Your mind's up in the clouds. Your mind's up in a higher altitude. This person knows the floor. So this person's on the ground. This person's really, really grounded and understands the mechanics of the floor. Yeah? That's why this person could crawl around on the fucking floor doing crazy spider moves. I'm saying that because I would actually do that. Please don't judge this person because they're clearly awesome. Maybe you should recommend your channel to them because they would enjoy this content for sure. Because maybe this person does contortion even. Like, but let me explain this. As a shaman, as a body enthusiast, there's loads of different labels, but I'm getting creative women for a period of time doing my research in social media and social media versus reality. I was connecting with loads of different people, and in that time there was so many different out there niche creators that do a lot of body contortion, do a lot of body out there stuff, analyze stuff in new ways, and that's what's coming to me. It's bringing me flashbacks of my past kind of ethno experiments where I really dived into different characterization. So this person understands character. That's why they can manage toxic energy, and this person's got a great eye for danger and when it's time to abandon something. This person will let you know when it's time to abandon ship. This person will know how to manage the cargo. This person will let you know when it's time to launch the cannons. This person will tell you when you're going to be in pursuit, when to raise the flag, when to lower the flag. Like, I'm getting planking in my head. Like, there's all this stuff about managing a boat and the oars and the udders and all the way the boat works. Yeah, I want to say half board. Yeah, they're screaming orders, they're shouting left and right. This person is managing the crew. Yeah, the ship, cargo, important things going on. All this time, you are chilling in your power. I hope that you're learning from this, Empress. That's what I will say. Yeah. Because right now you're off and you're managing all of this stuff in silence. You look like you're having a really peaceful time. Maybe it's a vacation that you're on. Maybe you're off living your best life doing what you do. And maybe this person runs your company for you, which is pretty awesome, right? You could be the CEO of a company, and this person is actually, you could be an investor, right? Or like you could own the company basically, and this person is you could be the director, they could be the CEO. That's how I look at it, yeah?
Now we're going to look at the Horus energy as well, okay? That was a very fascinating story. Be really proud of yourself that that is your reality and that you've manifested that, and that someone can actually take the lead in your absence and really power forward in such an amazing way. Really gorgeous Empress energy as well. Really, really powerful. Your life looks really great, that's what I will say. Yeah, I don't need to give you any advice. We've just had a gorgeous story about what you're kind of witnessing from the top of the chain, and then we've really looked at the paradigms of what it means to look at the bottom of the chain. If you are interested in knowing more about business from that scope, I would suggest going over to hermitology.me, linked in the description, and then dive into Industry 4 guidance. There's loads of topics, loads of things going on over there. But if you do go to Industry 4 guidance, you will find a piece on pyramids, the Pyramid of Protocols. It's a really interesting white paper that covers so many cyber aspects of the pyramid and future outlooks of the pyramid as well. There is a lot of research I'm working on that really looks at really evolving scopes of the pyramid, and a lot of top down, bottom up, and top up, bottom down, which we haven't even spoken about yet, and an area that didn't come up in any of your readings, so bear that in mind for the future. If you really understand about top down, bottom up, your business is going to want to know more about that kind of scope. So check out Hermitology, see what kind of stuff's going on over there, and just peruse and explore. There's loads of white papers to really get your brain tweaking into new world developments that you need to know about, okay? Because what I do see with the Horus energy in your life at this time is Horus is going to channel through me now. All right, Horus. He's showing up for some fun. Let's go. Slow down now. Slow down. You have been patient, you have been willing, you have been dedicated, and you have been seen. You have shined a light on yourself, you have shined a light on others, and you have put your morals and integrity above all else. You have trusted in Allah. You have trusted in God. You have trusted in me as a disciple. Not only have you let me be a disciple for you, you have willingly been my disciple. So I return that favor to you and I bow to you now, King. Yeah? Horus is clearly saying you gave yourself to Horus at some point on the journey. Privately, publicly, you offered an oath to Horus. Horus says he's received your oath and your will, and he is saying, I am now a disciple to you, sir. Yeah? That's when you really worship. That's when you really know God. That's when you really work with spirituality and God. Also, I'm being drawn to the fact that I said Allah. So I assume that you are, like, I want to say brethren, you really believe in Islam. Maybe that's your leading religion, Allah. As a masculine, Islam is a very powerful masculine position, masculine faith. Regardless of all the faiths you have, and whether you're male or female, and I wouldn't want to upset anyone with my opinions, but I understand that the Allah vibration, diving into Allah relationship, oneness with Allah, will really, really affirm strong Emperor vibration with you. So that would make sense too, yeah? Horus has had enough if you've had enough. Okay. Or Horus is saying, have you had enough yet? Have you had enough yet? Okay. Horus is letting me know that you've been torturing yourself. You've been punishing yourself. You've been tying yourself up, ripping yourself apart, shredding yourself of stuff. This feels very spiritual and worship. We're getting into a very different area of life now. I didn't see any of this coming through in any other area of the reading. This is very personal to you. This is a very sacred spiritual thing that you do. Horus is aware of it. Horus is coming forward, making it abundantly clear. He's been with you at the moment you decided to shred yourself of this and torture and punish yourself. I spoke about the darkness behind the feminine and the feminine's management of dark energy. Horus is now showing up. Horus is saying, I refuse to acknowledge this is dark. No, it isn't dark. Do not compare it to the feminines. He's very serious with that. He's saying this is the man's pursuit. He's being quite what I would say is misogynistic. I'm allowed to have my opinion. Horus obviously wouldn't say that, and nor would anyone who's Islamic and aligned to Allah in that way. But there is a very specific and serious stance you take in spirituality, and for many people they would see it as self-torture. For you, you would see it as a way to endure and evolve. This has been a really, really emotional situation that you've gone through. I personally, separate to Horus at this time, would like you to apologise to yourself. Yeah? I'm starting to do sign language. You may know some sign language or use your hands a lot. I'm signing and I don't even know all the signs like that. I'm not really good at signing. I do it by accident now and then I realise I'm signing and I'm like, is that even right? And then sometimes accidentally it is. So we'll hold that. But I'm doing the kind of heart symbol, and it's like, apologise to yourself and apologise to your heart. I'm getting inferences from Allah and I'm getting inferences from Horus, because everyone wants to jump in, but I also want to ground myself in this reading and not be forced to say anything that I don't outrightly get to process myself. Because, and this is a learning curve for you, when you channel, the channel's open and you just go. There is no other consciousness other than the thread that you hold most high in that moment. Certain times in certain situations we're allowed to be free. When we're alone, I can let any channel in and go through me. That's absolutely fine. But in this circumstance, I'm not going to hand myself over to Allah to send a message to you specifically, nor am I going to allow myself to surrender to Horus entirely and send a message over to you specifically. Because this is firstly a general reading. Firstly, I am the power driver in all of this, in this physical vessel on earth, and to protect you and me as a viewer and anyone else who's viewing, we need boundaries. Yeah? And I've been in many situations in the past where I lost those boundaries and I let spirit come through and own me and own the vibration, and that was really detrimental to my mental health, emotional well-being, ascent, or whoever I was sharing that message with. Because sometimes the message that comes through is too powerful, right? So I just want to send you that vibration and make you aware of the different layerings of communication that we have with the other side, and God in different ways, and how God shows up in different form to share intuitive messages if we so allow that to come through, right? So I want to thank Allah and Horus for showing up today, and I just want to open up and just kind of finalize if there are any other visions or stuff that want to come through. Yeah. So what I see from Horus as a final thought and message is you journeying through a deserted land, and I see in the distance, less than a mile away now, yeah, is a massive town. This is in a desert, so it's a deserted town. Yeah, it's like just loads of bricks and desert, and it's an opening. No one else has come from the direction you've come from. There's no footpath there. So you're walking into a town from the back end. I can see it's a big land with all of these high walls around it, cemented, somewhere out in the desert, but there's a land out there. You've made it to this new world. You've made it to this new land. Not only that, when I go back to Allah, Allah's never shown me anything overly specific. I've never even publicly opened up to Allah in this way on the channel. So, and I'm being forced to say Allah as well, to own the reality of what I'm seeing and not be scared of that. But so with that, I'm getting the universe in my hands, the galaxy in my hands. There's a lot of images I put on my Twitter now and then, and normally it's an earth in somebody's hands of AI art. This is the first time that anyone's given me the galaxy or the universe in my hands as AI art. Very black with the constellation shining in it. So Allah's coming through saying, you no longer have the world in your hand, you have the universe, the galaxy in your hands. You've just leveled up, yeah? In my head I'm getting rose gold. I don't know why. Rose gold. Rose gold, yeah? Specific colour. One of my favourites in a lot of the stuff I own is basically rose gold, but I'm getting that clarity in my head. Something to do with the universe and the galaxy. In my head as well, I'm getting like a Samsung, a rose gold Samsung, which is a phone I used to have years ago. but I'm getting that vision in my head of my really old Samsung Galaxy in rose gold. It was actually one of my favorite phones at the time. So just hold that, if that makes sense. Anything to do with the color rose gold, or anything that you see that's rose gold, or a color, or a phone, or a memory about something special, yeah? Maybe Samsung or Galaxy itself, right? Interesting message. But yeah, Allah's giving me the nod, like, yeah, something about that Galaxy and that Samsung and that era, right? Okay. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, yeah? From 2021 to 2027, okay? Something about that era of evolution for you growing up. Something about the... I can't say anymore. I don't want to get misconstrued. Everything was clear up until that point, and I've just kind of been stopped in my tracks. And I'm letting the universe and the galaxy energy go. And Horus has already come through and showed you that you've made it, at least in the 4D imagination, to that virtual space that you've been trying to get to, that land. When you get to this place, right? You hold this vision. I've never done a reading for anyone like this on the channel. When you get to this place and you finally make it to the doors, obviously people will see you coming. They will open up the gates. You'll go in, and it's a whole town in there. There's a whole town, a whole world in there. Oh, you know this place. You've been here before. You left this place behind when you went out on mission. 40 days and 40 nights. Took you a lot longer than 40 days and 40 nights. You were punishing yourself. Okay, that's what Horus is saying. That was the communication between Allah and Horus and all of your believers. If you speak to Allah all the time, that's why he's shown up today, because I don't normally have those kind of conversations with Horus or Allah, although I know them both, but they're coming through as your guides and your disciples today, and they've opened up to me in pursuit of you being clear about your mission moving forward. You're returning to this place that you know, that's home. You set up shop, you set up life. There's market stalls in this place, yeah? There's a town square, a centre, there's marketplaces, there's food, there's life, there's people that know you there, loads of people. So you're going home. No one's going to expect you to come home as well. So it's going to be a really big, awakening, a really big celebration. We started with that, didn't I? I said you're celebrating, you're coming home. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is me just closing out the spread because we're halfway through that before we dive back in with Horus and Allah. Yeah? Are you done punishing yourself? Are you done punishing yourself? Are you done punishing yourself? Is what we got, right? Then we dived off onto those two visions I received, right? Spoke about the Samson, spoke about the galaxy, spoke about the universe, spoke about those visualizations and that world you've come from, and that vision that you're having in your head about your history and it's like mythology, it's like Egyptian times, something like that. A really olden day vision in my head. It was clashing with the past life, I feel, almost a past life vision coming through in this life that you somewhat know about, yeah? Feel free to watch mythology stories and stuff like that about Horus and things like that online, and see where it takes you in the mind visionary wise, okay? Because that's what I saw. Ace of Cups here, a lot of emotion in the past. Page of Cups moving forward. Your emotions are manageable now, so you can deal with that. People need to apologise to you. You need to apologise to people. You need to apologise to yourself. That did come up, didn't it? So it's letting go of that. Apologise to yourself, because you had a lot of passion or you had a lot of wishes, okay? I don't even want to pull any more cards. I think we've reached our limit here. And I just want you to know that at the end of the day, the Ace of Wands is here in a power position. The Nine of Cups is here in a power position. The Ace of Swords is here in a power position. And the Queen of Pentacles is here in a power position. The only thing I want to dive into is that Queen of Pentacles, because I know that you're the Emperor, so what's that about? Okay. Straight away, first card out is the Hangman in reverse. Okay. Destiny is out. Again, Wheel of Fortune's out. Six of Wands is out. Ten of Cups is out. Okay, well done. Keep walking, yeah? Walk through whatever this is. If you're okay, wow, look at this. Okay. Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Cups, the Hermit, yeah? Just on top of the cards I just pulled. So either way,
this is ending with you coming to return to the queen. There's a queen of the town. Every town has a queen, right? This is a very unique energy. This is a very different situation. This could be coming home to mother, coming home to your feminine self. This is you coming home to a side of you that could be found in another person, but that makes you you, that really empowers you. You're finally coming home, yeah? You've been holding off on this destiny because you knew it was going to be a big celebration, and the Ten of Cups is right here. You know that this is it for you, right? But the truth is, you do understand that when this occurs, you still have to keep moving forward. Because there's going to be, so you're walking through a crowd and everyone's clapping and throwing confetti at you and blowing horns and balloons and celebration, but you can't stop and talk to everyone. You can't wave to everyone. You can't shake everyone's hand. It's like you're a higher level celebrity now, or you're like the prime minister or the president or someone shaking everyone's hand. You can't stop and shake everyone's hand. So when you get out and you get into the crowd and you're walking through this parade that seems to be a celebration of you, metaphorically speaking or not, on social media in your personal life or not, at your birthday party or an event or whatever this is or not, in the life that you're returning to, the homecoming or not, you're not going to be able to get back to everyone, message everyone, voice note everyone, call everyone, because you're busy building the life that you want and you're in a different space now. Don't feel forced to force destiny with everyone. Go with the flow and take a risk to do what's right for you. Lead with your emotions and continue to go within more. Whatever you've done, wherever you've been, whatever this journey has done to you, Horus knows, Allah sees. Before you do anything else, please commit to Allah and Horus today. When you come off the call here, go and tell them that you're grateful. Go and do whatever worship or ritual that you do. This punishment thing is between you and the divine. But understand how you integrate that into your vessel in healthier ways. Because if you're, say for example, this is a long-term fast, and at one time you fasted and nearly killed yourself. Think about how you can integrate that fast. You still do everything in line with Islam, but how can you do it in ways where you are not totally nearly dying? Yeah? Let's prevent death. Hey? Hey, Emperor, can you not die again? Yeah? Do you think that we could give you a moment to love Horus, love Allah, but then also not die or nearly die in the midst of this pursuit? That's all. Yeah? Please don't die by overdoing whatever this is, because you know that there's some dangerous levels you went to. And the masculine energy is kind of like, whatever. Like Allah and Horus are like, we didn't say that. That's nothing to do with us. What we do in our sacred space and how far we are willing to go when we are in the pursuit of divine is up to us. But me as the feminine, from a different scope, I'm like, seriously guys, seriously. This is the level that you are willing to go to in faith and spirituality. That's a near-death experience. And they're like, mind your business. Mind your business. So I'm going to mind my business and say, wow, are you one radical son of a gun? You've done it. Well done. Time to celebrate. Be proud. Keep going. Stay focused. Integrate those practices into smaller parts of your life so you haven't got to take on this massive mission and boycott again, okay? Well done, though. Sending you love and light and healing energy. I'll be back soon with more. Bye.